Morning children, let's continue our chapter 5, separation of substances. So children, our next topic is methods of separation. So children, the components of a mixture can be separated by some physical methods. Okay, some physical methods like hand picking, threshing, winnowing. Okay, so it depends, the choice of method is based on the difference of the properties of the components of the mixture. Okay, to choose a suitable method for separation, we should find, so children, first we should find the properties of the component to be separated which is different from that of the other components. Okay, we find the properties of the components to be separated which is different from the other components. Okay, the first physical method is hand picking. So you must have noticed your mother picking up small pieces of stones, husk or chaff from rice and dal before cooking them. Okay, तो आपने notice किया होगा कि your mother picking up small pieces of stones, husk or chaff from rice and dal before cooking them. So this method of cleaning food is called hand picking. Okay, so this method is called hand picking and it is used when the mixture contains solids of different colors, shapes or sizes. So hand picking method, the hand picking method is used when a mixture contains solids of different colors, shapes or sizes and it is easily removed by hand. So it is used only when the components which has to be separated is present in small quantity. Okay, when they are present in small quantity. Now second method is threshing. So threshing means, children, you have been given a bunch of grapes and a bundle of wheat stalk. So how will you separate the stalk in both the cases? So you have given a bunch of grapes and a bundle of wheat stalk. So how will you separate it? See, in the first case, it is easy for you to remove stalks from grape. Okay, so in the first case it is very easy to remove stalks from grapes, but in the second case wheat seeds are so small that is not easy to remove their stalk. ओके, लेकिन सेकेंड वाले केस में क्या है कि जो सीड्स हैं वो क्या आते हैं, दे आर वेरी स्मॉल एंड इट इज़ नॉट ईजी टू रिमूव देयर स्टॉक. Okay, so then how does a farmer separate the stalks from seed grain? He used a method called threshing. Okay, he used a method called threshing. So in threshing, the farmer makes bundle of grain stalks and keep them in the sun to dry up. सबसे पहले farmer क्या करते हैं, जो bundle of grains है, जो stalks है, उनको जिनमें stalks जिसमें grain लगा है उनको धूप में रख के उसको dry करते हैं. And after that he beats. उसके बाद वो क्या करता है, उनको बीट करता है. देन अगेंस्ट द स्लैब ऑफ स्टोन, किसी स्टोन के स्लैब में उसको इस तरीके से जैसे ये कर रहा है ना, तो फार्मर उसको क्या करता है, पहले उनको स्टॉक्स को सन में ड्राई किया जाता है. ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद क्या किया जाता है, उनको बीट किया जाता है किसी स्टोन के स्लैब में. After that he beats them against a slab of stone to remove the grains. So after beating, the grains are separated from stalk. So nowadays threshing is done with the help of machine called threshers. Okay, but nowadays threshing is done with the help of machine called threshers. Now next physical method is winnowing. So winnowing means after threshing, farmers use this method to remove husk or chaff from grain. Okay, so winnowing method, after threshing farmer used winnowing method. Okay, and he used winnowing method to remove husk or chaff from grain. So winnowing is based on the property that grains are heavier than husk and hay. Okay, the grains, they are heavier than husk and hay. So this method is used when there is a difference in weight of the components of a mixture. Grains, they are heavier and husk and hay, they are lighter. Okay, so winnowing method is used. So here heavier and lighter components are separated. Okay, heavier and lighter components are separated by wind or blowing air. So for example, to separate wheat grains from husk and hay, farmer drop the mixture from a height. Okay, farmer drop the mixture from a height. तो क्या होगा उसमें? The lighter husk and hay, they are carried by the wind because they are lighter particles and they are easily carried by the wind and form a heap a small distance away. यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? जैसे एयर से कितने क्या होगा कि जितने भी डस्ट उसमें हस्क और है वो कैरिड हो जाएगा, ठीक है, वो उड़ जाएगा और बाकी नीचे क्या बच जाएगा? हैवियर पार्टिकल्स मीन्स ग्रेन, दे फॉलन डाउन. Okay, so the lighter husk and hay are carried by the wind, form a heap and a small distance away. The wheat grains being heavier, they fall almost vertically to form a separate heap. Okay, so this is called winnowing and this method is used after threshing. Now activity 2, take a handful of sand in a plate or bowl. Tear a sheet of old newspaper into small pieces and mix them with the sand. Okay, take a handful of sand in a bowl. Okay, and take some tear a sheet of old newspaper and mix them. Then carry a chair for the open ground. Okay, this is the activity. Stand on their chair holding your plate. So slowly tilt it, allowing the mixture to fall. So observation, you will find that the sand falls in a heap. Okay, the sand falls in a heap below the plate, whereas the bits of paper, they are lighter, so they are blown away by the wind. Okay, and form a separate heap nearby. Now next method is sieving. Sieving method means you are well aware of sieving of flour to remove unwanted particle. Okay, sieving method is used to remove the unwanted particle like husk or chaff from it. So you might have also seen big slanting sieves at construction site. आपने देखा होगा construction site में इस तरीके से slanting sieves होती है, ठीक है, and this is used to remove pebbles and stones from sand before it is mixed with cement. Okay, तो it is ये जो होती है आपकी slanting sieves, it is used to remove pebbles and stone from sand before it is mixed with cement. तो आर द पोर्स ऑफ सीव्स इन बोथ द केसेस आर ऑफ इक्वल साइज. देखो, सीविंग एट कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट, क्लीनिंग ऑफ फ्लोर बाय सीविंग, तो इनके पोर्स सेम होते हैं? दे आर सेम इन साइज? नो. देन सीविंग इज यूज्ड. Sieving is used when the size of particles of different components of a mixture is different. So the choice of sieve depend upon, so size of the sieve, it depends upon the size of the particle to be separated. So care should be taken that the size of the pores of sieve should larger than the smaller components and smaller than the larger components. Now next method is magnetic separation. So children, magnetic separation means this method is used to separate magnetic components of a mixture from non-magnetic component. Okay, magnetic separation, this method is used to separate the magnetic components from the non-magnetic components. So when a magnet is passed over such a mixture, क्या होगा? अगर आप मैग्नेट को उसके पास लाओगे तो क्या होगा? द मैग्नेटिक कंपोनेंट्स दे स्टक टू द मैग्नेट, ठीक है, द मैग्नेटिक कंपोनेंट दे स्टक टू द मैग्नेट, वेयर एज द नॉन मैग्नेटिक कंपोनेंट्स आर लेफ्ट बिहाइंड. Okay, so magnetic separation method, this method is used to separate the magnetic components of a mixture from non-magnetic components. Okay, the magnetic components, they stuck to the magnet. Okay, and non-magnetic components are left behind. This iron objects can be collected from garbage by using a powerful magnet. Okay, example, iron object, they are collected from garbage से उसको collect करना है, तो we use the magnetic method to remove the magnetic components. Then activity, make iron filling and sand in a china dish. ठीक है, mix iron filling and sand in a china dish. Try to separate them by hand. तो it is very slow process. अगर आप उसको separate करने लग जाओगे iron filling को sand से, तो वो क्या होगा? It is a very slow process. Now take a bar magnet. अगर हम यहाँ पे एक bar magnet लाए and over a mixture, उस mixture के पास में रखोगे तो क्या होगा? What do you observe? The iron filling gets attracted. ठीक है, the iron fillings, they are attracted towards the bar magnet. okay, and stick to the magnet, leaving sand behind in the china dish. Okay, so children, this much for today's class. Thank you.